Hi, welcome to this episode of my vlog. I think we're 20 now of this particular series. So last week was about data. I talked quite a bit about how I was using velocity-based data to determine what progressions I made and when I made them in squatting weights. So that was kind of last week. And when I first started this vlog, part of it was about uh, kind of hold myself accountable to making the getting training goal and making the progress and that kind of stuff. Another part of it was about providing myself an opportunity to get into the sports science, into the S&C kind of training modalities and ways of working that I wasn't necessarily doing because I wasn't coaching anybody at the time. And as I've gone on, I think I've probably still done that, but I've kind of shifted in what I wanted to think about and how I thought about my own training and what I did on this vlog. I think today I want to kind of talk a little bit about something a bit different to that. So data will come back again, definitely. But I've only been a week since the last kind of lot of data, so nothing kind of massively changes it in the space of a week. But yeah, training's gone okay. Data's looking okay. Diet, health, and lifestyle are showing signs of improvement. I'm not sure if it's a chicken or egg, but basically the kids are sleeping a lot better. And those who are both over 40 are training a lot and have got kids will know that makes a huge difference to just life in general. But that kind of brings me into kind of what I want to talk about today, which is something I've been thinking about a little bit more often, and it's taken a bit of a precedence of kind of how I think about my own exercise choices and how I kind of my own diet and lifestyle really. So when I first started this, it was a personal mission of mine to be able to say, I'm not coaching anybody, don't have any excuses in terms of I can't do a lot of training myself because I'm always coaching this, what, the other. And I've never really been what I would consider to be strong, even though I kind of spent a lot of time in the gym. So that was a personal thing. I want to get that. And as I've gone on, and obviously now I've got two kids, and started to kind of project in the future what life will look like, and as a parent now, an older parent, so I had my youngest kid at 41, knowing now that I will be an older parent, and I rely a lot on parents, my own parents, to look after our kids, so we can go to work and do the things that we need to do. And I'm more aware than ever of what do I need to do to be able to do the same for my kids. So if the kids are the same, kind of, they are kids in their 30s, puts me in my 70s. And I think I've got a bit of a responsibility to do whatever I can to give them that same support that I'm getting from my own parents. And that means I need to do things now to make sure that I can. So it's a bit of a kind of a higher purpose, if you like. And it's quite important. It's become more and more important to me to make those choices, to be as healthy and as functioning as I can possibly be, for as long as I can possibly be, to be the best, not just parent. And it's ridiculous to think about it because I've got like a 1-year-old, but being a grandparent as well. And hopefully that comes. I mean, it might not. I mean, they make their own decisions, their own choices in life when they're freaking 30s, and which is years and years away. But if you wait until you're 70 to realise you need to do something about it, it's definitely going to be too late. And I know enough, I know too much not to make those choices now. So I kind of start to think about that a little bit more, and that becomes a bit more important to me to be able to do these shorter to mid-term goals. I can't say short goals, I've been doing it for nearly 2 fucking years now, so this is definitely not a short-term goal. But it helps a little bit as well because it's no longer about me, it's about being a better parent for my own kids. And it's also about a process rather than the outcome. So actually, if I never get to double body weight squat, which would not, what I'm saying is okay, but I'm definitely still going to achieve that. But it's the process of like the strength training and mobility training that comes with strength training, and not just squats. It comes with all the other kind of exercises I do as well. that's going to maintain muscle function, it's going to maintain muscle mass, it's going to maintain strength and power, and all the other things that allow somebody to age better. So it becomes an added bonus that I put these two things together, and it's even more helpful when you kind of having those moments of doubt, or I can't be bothered, or I've got other things to do. That higher purpose then adds another layer of incentiveness and another layer of motivation that it probably wasn't when I first started. It was a much more selfish and immediate thing. And the other part that's come with that is well, the two other things that come with that is the aerobic exercise type of thing. So it's not just about being strong and mobile, though that is more important than ever. Is the cardiometabolic health and fitness. So I've been listening to a few things lately about kind of mitochondrial health, and now that's these little kind of power cells in the middle of all your tissues are the key to positive aging and avoiding things like dementias and cancers and other kind of metabolic diseases that you really want to avoid. So that's kind of the two things is kind of strength training to maintain muscle mass, muscle function, and the other things, and then the aerobic side of things to maintain that cardiometabolic health. So if you do those two things, I think you're going to be relatively healthy. And then the other part of it is the diet and lifestyle, which for mine has always been horrific. Since I was a kid, I've just eaten crap. And to unpick that and change that at 40 odd now is not easy at all. And it's definitely where I let myself down. But I'm trying to make some small changes, and that's one of the things you kind of get into January, makes these big sweeping New Year's resolutions and change everything, and I kind of know that won't work, and I'll go straight back to being crap. But just kind of adding a little bit more of diverse foods, and fruit and veg is where I'm missing. I mean, I'm no different from the rest of the population that I don't get enough fruit and veg because I don't like it. It's the God's honest truth. I am a picky eater, and I'm not picky with the things that I'm good with. I'm picky with things I love to eat. I like the highly palatable, highly calorific foods, and I don't like things that are good for me. Which means that when I'm tired and can't be bothered, you make all the worst food choices you can possibly make, which compounds that feeling of feeling crap. But thankfully now the kids are sleeping a little bit better, so you're not as tired from other reasons, so you can make some better choices because you're not driven by fatigue all the time. So I try and add just basically little bits, just adding one or two different foods in every week, every month, and over time hopefully that will build up into better habits. You start to get used to things like just a silly little small changes like adding fruits in your porridge in the morning, whereas before there was no fruit, now there's a bit of fruit. So it's like not in the grand scheme of things, it's not a massive change, but it's just that little shift every now and again just to kind of move me closer to where I need to be to eat more diverse foods, more plants, a wider range of colours. They also talk about eat the rainbow. So yeah, that's kind of where I am at the minute. So it's not really a day-to-day strength training vlog today. It's more kind of reflecting on life and bigger things in life. And actually, sometimes when you take that kind of 30,000 view foot of why you're doing what you're doing and finding the higher purpose, it actually makes life simpler and adds a bit more kind of motivation that may be missing or adds to what's already there. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking about this week.